This is the story of a kid with nothing, who became one of the most feared gang members in one of America's most dangerous cities. This isn't Hollywood fiction. This is real life on the streets of Chicago, where violence was normal, survival was instinct, and loyalty meant risking everything. He grew up in a neighborhood where every corner was territory, every look could start a fight, and every step outside was a gamble. By the time he was old enough to walk, he already knew he was different. Tough, angry, desperate for belonging. His home life was broken, and school offered no refuge. So he found his family on the street, the almighty Latin Kings. At age 12, he was initiated into the gang, not with a handshake, not with a welcome, but with violence. He earned his place by proving he could do what others wouldn't. His first mission wasn't a message or a scare. It was a hit. From that moment, his life became defined by bloodshed, retaliation, and power. The Latin Kings weren't just a gang. They were a code, a way of life. They controlled turf, protected their own, and punished anyone who crossed them. Every block had its own rules. Every ally was a brother, and every rival was an enemy to be feared. And for this boy, now a young man, the gang wasn't just family. It was identity. He rose faster than most. By his late teens, he wasn't just running the streets, he was leading crews, robberies, drug deals, turf expansion. It all flowed through him. His name became whispered in alleyways and shouted in school halls. You didn't just know him, you felt him. But life inside the gang wasn't glamorous. It was brutal. Shootouts in broad daylight, arrests that barely missed murder charges, betrayals from supposed brothers who turned on him when the heat got too heavy. Every time he thought he had power, the street reminded him how fragile that illusion was. He spent years in and out of detention centers. He faced rival factions, internal politics, and violence that wasn't just external. It was within his own group. Some days it felt like the gang protected him. Other days he wondered if it was the thing that would destroy him. Eventually, after more arrests, more losses, and enough blood on his hands that he could never wash it off, he faced a choice every gang legend eventually faces. Keep living for the street or find a way out. And he chose to walk away. Walking away wasn't easy. The gang was more than a group. It was the only family he'd ever known. Leaving meant loss, fear, and the threat of retaliation. But he found a way. He rebuilt his life brick by brick, facing every memory, every scar, every brother still trapped in the same vicious cycle. Today he walks a different path. The legend he carried on the streets has been replaced, not by fear, but by purpose. He works with at-risk youth, trying to pull other kids back from the edge before they disappear into the same world he almost didn't escape. This story isn't just about violence, it's about survival, identity, and the chance to rewrite your future even when everything around you says you're too far gone.